Hey Chris, really quickly wanted to go over your website with you, give you a couple SEO pointers, help you increase your traffic and get more customers in the door. So first of all, your website looks really nice. Um, I think it looks good. It's got a really bare layout and easy to read, easy to tell what you're about. You do in-home healthcare for seniors, so that's awesome. Um, I would say that it is a little bit low on content if you're trying to rank it for SEO. Usually on a homepage, you want to have around 1,200 to 1,400 words of content in order to get the kind of keywords um, that you're trying to rank for. Also, as far as click-through ratings and stuff, I would definitely make these phone numbers clickable. Right now, I think if you hover over this, then you can click it. But a lot of people will also try to click on the phone number itself and make them kind of hover over it, so or pop out a little bit when you hover over it, so that people know that it's clickable to easily make calls. So right now you click on it, but I couldn't tell that it was a button before. But that's just some stuff I would change. Also, I'd move this to the right-hand corner so you can read the name a lot easier. Um, but yeah, it looks like you just have a simple through space page website, um, but not a ton of content. If I were trying to rank this, I would make a bunch of service pages, just a separate page for each one of these different services that you offer, and then add a bunch of location-specific keywords with each one of these so that you can rank. Um, so let me show you kind of what I mean. So currently this is your website data. You're getting 0 organic traffic and you're indexed for 0 keywords currently. That might be because it's a new website, but it also could be because of the lack of content. Because how Google works is it has a bot that goes through and reads all of the words on your website and it categorizes them and it counts them. So if you have senior home on your like Arizona senior home on there 15 times, then when somebody searches Arizona senior home into Google, Google will show it to them because it knows that you're about Arizona senior home since you had it on your website so many times. Also, having the right keywords inside the H1 tags, that's um, the kind of titles. That's also really, really important. But you don't want to have just random content. You want to be targeting specific keywords that people are searching into Google, like in-home senior care, Arizona. So let me show you an example of a website that has done a bit of SEO. This one looks like a national website, so we're going to skip that. We're going to go here, caring.com. So if I put that in the same tool, they have, just from that one page, they're getting 227 organic traffic from these 36 keywords. So Senior Care Arizona, or Senior Care Phoenix, Arizona, gets searched 200 times every month. That's a lot. They're currently position number 1, and they're getting 70 of those 200. So that's really good. You definitely want to have Senior Care Phoenix, Arizona on your website a few times so you can start ranking for it as well. You won't be ranking number 1, but at least you'll be indexed for it. In Homecare Phoenix AZ, 300 times a month. And they're number 3 and they're getting 43. Usually the number 1 person gets about a third of the traffic. And then it goes down from there. Elderly Care Phoenix, 250. In Home Care Phoenix, 100. Senior Care Phoenix. See, these are all really, really good examples of keywords. They have the city, they have their service, and they're targeting ones that have really high search volume. You also want to be aware of the keyword difficulty. That's how competitive those keywords are. It's how many other companies are trying to actively rank for those websites. That's why SEO is kind of an ongoing game. Like for example, if this guy's ranking number 1 right now, but then somebody else does better SEO than them, then they're going to rank lower. And so you always have to be improving your SEO game to stay on the top in a really competitive market. If you're in a lower keyword difficulty word with only 2, then not many people are actively trying to do SEO for it. You're going to be able to rank it really easily without doing much work. But yeah, so I would get a ton of these keywords and write a bunch of content on all of the back pages of your website so that you can be indexed for a bunch of keywords. And then once you have them correctly indexed, you'll just have to worry about ranking your site. So in order to rank your site, all you have to do is get I mean, there's a couple things you have to do. You have to have a nice site that has good page speed. You need to have, the right kind of domain set up, but you also need to have backlinks. That's the main ranking factor. So this an example of a backlink, because I don't think you guys, oh, you have two. What a backlink is it's a link from another website that is going to your website. So for example, if you write a blog about, or some page article about how having elderly live with you at home and getting service at home is better for their mental health and longevity, and then a bunch of other similar websites read it and referenced it or quoted you and linked back to your website, though that's considered a backlink. Other websites going and referencing you and leaving your link on their website, it makes Google think that your website is really high authority. It's a trustworthy site. Other people are reading it, other people are quoting it, so it must be really good content. And so it will rank you higher. So that's kind of what determines the rankings after you have all the on-page SEO and the right keywords targeted. There's a lot of other factors that go into it too, but if you're just doing it on your own, that's the main thing you have to worry about, getting the right keywords and the backlinks. The next thing I wanted to touch on really quickly is this Google business listing. These are really, really important for bringing in traffic because a lot of people will, when they do a Google search for in-home senior care, the first thing that shows up is these Google Map Pack. And so you really want to show up in here. And the way to rank here is by setting up your business correctly. So let's look really quick. So you want to make sure you have all the right categories for your Google business listing: healthcare, home help service agency, aged care. There's a bunch of different categories that you can add, but you want to have every single one of your services accounted for. Let's see if I can look at yours. I'm not sure. To see what categories you have, because there's, oops, nope, it didn't work. There's your primary category, which is home health care service, and then you have as many subcategories as you want. And so you want to have all of your services accounted for, because if you don't have retirement home listed on your as one of your categories, then when somebody searches for senior home or retirement home, then you won't be able to show up. Even if you're not an actual retirement home, I still would put that one as well, by the way. After getting the category correct and having a bunch of them, you'll want to add lots of photos. Photos help you rank, make them square so they look good in Google business profiles. Then you want to get lots of reviews. Having your previous customers leave you reviews, sending them the link of your profile will help a lot. And then the last thing that really, really helps your Google business rankings is getting citations. So a citation is a directory listing, or anytime you can make a business profile, you are making a citation, and that helps you rank in the Google Map Pack. I'm always wondering if they have a care home or something like that, because they're ranked by category. But anyway, so what you want to do is you want to get 100 or 200 of these kind of directories. Get your business listed in a bunch of them, like Yellow Pages, Facebook, BBB, as many as you can. And then as you do that, Google sees that you're all over the internet, and they see you as a more trustworthy company, and they'll rank you higher. So that's what I usually do when I'm trying to rank a new company. I'll get 100 or 200 of those, and it boosts the ranking pretty quick. But anyways, let me know if you have any other questions about getting keywords, or if you need help getting some good organic keywords. It looks like this business is pretty promising. Like this, having 227 a month, that's really great, and you didn't even do that much work for it. So you could easily, catch up to him in just 6 months or so of doing SEO. And if you had that many organic searches every month, that's like new customers, not even the reoccurring customers. So you could easily build a business around just the traffic coming from your website. Anyways, happy to answer any other questions you have about SEO. Let me know what you think after you watch.